What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is crunch time. I need to get a whole bunch of work done on the JON boat. I have a whole bunch of wiring to get done. I need to install the fish finder because tomorrow I'm going on a camping trip and I'm taking the JON boat with me. So it's gonna be its first trip. It's gonna be awesome. But before I can do that, the JON boat needs a lot of work. So today, like I said, it's crunch time, so let's get started. Alright, so I'm still waiting on one more thing for the boat, but I just tracked the package. It does say it's supposed to be here tomorrow, but it says depart USPS facility Amarillo, Texas on today at 5:07. So I'm hoping that it will get here today. We'll see. But anyways, I'm going to start on managing all of this wire. I already started zip tying all of this. I need to continue zip tying it so it's not a horrible mess like that. And then once I figure out how much I'll need, I will cut that. And then I will use this excess for wiring all of these LEDs right here together. I have 4 LEDs that need to be wired together, and it will be all hooked up to the same switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on managing all of these wires and wiring all of these LEDs together. Okay, so these wires here, they run to these LED strips and the nav light. But I want to show y'all how I ran these. So they come down the ribs, it continues down the rib, and then goes up, and then on the deck frame, I attached a screw right there and a screw right here. So all that wire goes behind here, behind this light, back behind there to this screw, and I zip tied it to the screws so that will never move. I'm going to do the same thing to this side, add some screws, but I need to go ahead and attach this LED strip now. I already got this one attached, so there's 1 out of 4. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. Even from this angle, you can't even see the wires. So there will never be wires hanging down or anything getting in the way. So I just got these 2 wired together. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out on the battery and make sure my wiring is correct. Oh yeah. Alright, so that worked great. Now I just need to connect the 2 LEDs right here together and then run the wires to these wires and connect all 4. Doing this part is gonna be a pain in the butt because I'm gonna have to basically be inside there to do it. So I just went and checked the mail and I got a package. So I'm pretty sure it's my fuse block. Let's open this up and find out. Alright, we got the fuse block. It showed up right in time, right as I'm getting ready to install it. So perfect. So this is the same fuse block I have in the back. Has 12 positive leads and 12 negative leads. So it acts as a bus bar and a fuse block. So that is where I'm going to place the fuse block in the front. Alright, so I got the fuse block screwed into the bench, and I already got one of the negative leads going to it. But that is how that is going to look. And it will also have that cover right there as well. I'm happy that showed up when it did. I can actually finish this build.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need.
Okay, so now I have all of the negatives hooked up. We got 4 on the bus bar, and I also have the negative lead going to the battery, and that is hooked up as well. So there is all the negative. I got all my positive wires running through here. That needs to get connected to the switch panel. Okay, so now I have the positive wire hooked up to the fuse block and the battery. And as you can see, there is this long wire here, but it needs that to be able to slide the battery that way and take out the battery. But I'm just going to 5-minute epoxy this base right in there, and then I will have the kill switch there. So that is how that is going to work. But before I do that, I need to run some extensions to my battery charger. If you watched the last video, I talked all about that. But if you didn't, here's my battery charger. The wires coming off of that were too short, so I cut them. So I need to add some 14 gauge wire to this, extend them out behind the bench, and those wires will run through here and connect to this, and that will connect to the battery, and I will be able to charge this battery where it sits. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I got the battery charger wire extended, and now it runs through here and comes here. And now I have the original Noco attachments at the end, and now I just need to attach this to the battery. Okay, so I got the charger cables plugged into the battery. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. Make sure my wiring is all correct. All right, we're plugged in, and we got both batteries charging with no warning signs, so that is a good sign. Everything's working great. All right, one more test is kill switch on that way. And now, if I wired everything up correct, once I plug in the red or positive cords, this light should turn on. It will turn on because there isn't a fuse in there. So let's see if I got it all powered right. And yes, the light came on. Okay, so everything is going great.
Alright, so I just 5-minute epoxy the base of the kill switch to the bench. It is now on there. That's not going to go anywhere. I can easily kill and turn on my battery, but that thing fits so perfect right there. It fits right below the positive wire, and that wire runs right below the lid of the battery box. So that fits perfect. This long cord is pretty ugly, but I need it to take out the battery. To do that, I will have to unscrew these 4 screws on the kill switch, and then once that's done, I can slide this battery over that way and take it out. But now that I've extended the wire on the battery charger, I will never have to take out this battery unless I'm changing out the battery for a new one. So maybe once a year, maybe, I don't know, however long the battery will last. So that is good. But this is looking super clean. I'm loving it. Now I need to wire up all of these positive leads to the switch panel. But before I mess with this stuff up here, I need to rewire this switch panel and fuse block to the battery over here now. I'm just going to use 14 gauge wire to do that. It's not that far away, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so I got the positive and negative wire hooked up, and I realized once I plug in the positive, all of these electronics turn on. All the lights turn on, and I don't want no electronics on while I'm traveling or just on all night because it will drain the battery. Even if it's a little bit, it will be draining it. So to fix this, for now, I'm just gonna throw in a fuse on the positive wire, and that will act as a kill switch once I pull out the fuse. I'm literally leaving on a trip today, so for now, installing this fuse block will be my kill switch. This is a marine grade fuse block, has a pretty strong housing. All right, so I'm going to install this real quick. Alright, so now that the fuse is in, you can see that we have power. That light is on because there's not a fuse in there. But as you can see, all these lights are on. And if I put a fuse in here, they really brighten up. And now we can turn on the anchor light there. And then the bilge pump there. So now we have power. And like I said, whenever I'm not using this, I have this fuse block acting as a kill switch. Pull the fuse, there goes all the power. So, like I said, that is temporary, but I'm going on a trip literally today, and that's the best I have right now. So, that is done in the back. So the back is now complete. I got my batteries charging right now, getting ready for this trip. But now that the back is all wired up, I need to finish the positive wires going to the switch panel. Unfortunately, I don't have time to install the fish finder. I'm leaving today, and I want to leave as soon as possible. But luckily, the lake is only like 7 feet deep. It's very shallow, so we probably won't be needing this. It would have been cool to test it out, but we'll take it out to Lake Meredith, which is like 70 feet, and really test it out. So let's get rid of this. We will install that in the next video after camping. I got the battery box strapped down It's just strapped to that rib, but that's not gonna go anywhere. So that is there for good now. All right, so next thing I need to do, and the last thing I need to do, is connect all of these positive wires to the switch panel and then wire up the switch panel. Alright, so I got it all wired up. It's all connected down there. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the power. This is the true test. Make sure all my wiring is correct. Alright, power is on. We got lights. That's good. Let's go ahead and put, yep, we got a light right there as well. We'll put in the fuse. That light should turn off. It does. And now we should have power to the switch. And we do. Okay, so I have these 3 switches powered up to something. I need to figure that out now. I got these labels here. Alright, so there's the stickers. But before I even go that far, let's make sure everything turns on. So this switch. Hey, okay, so that switch is the top deck LED lights. One there, and one over here. So that is for fishing at night. The whole entire deck will be lit up. Okay, this next one is the nav light. Okay, so those 2 work. And the last one, the interior lights. So on the interior lights, we have 4 of those. One there, and on this side as well, one there, and one there. So everything works great, awesome. So now I just need to put on these stickers, which I can actually go ahead and tuck this in the hole to do that, and screw that down. This is pretty exciting. We're on the last few steps of this build, besides the fish finder. Okay, so I got all of the switches labeled. Now we will know which switch goes to what. And again, these stickers do light up in the dark, so we will be able to see which switch is what in the dark as well. So pretty cool, pretty cool. But we got all the wiring up front done. We got the battery removed, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm so happy I made this change. It will sit on the water so much better. Of course, we have to put it on the water to test that out. And I will be testing that out today at Lake Fryer. I'm about to take this John boat on its very first road trip. I believe it's an hour and a half away. And we're going back to Lake Fryer. Gonna go do a 2-day camping trip once again, like we did 2 weekends ago, I believe. But man, this boat is looking really good, really clean. I am loving it. What I really love about this, or all the work I just did, is you cannot see any of these wires. You can see them there. They're in the rib, but you have to be way over here to see that. But if you're on top of the boat, you will not see any wires, and it looks so freaking good. You do see wires there, of course, but all those wires are the extra links I needed to be able to move the battery over. So like I said, we're not done yet. We still have to install a fish finder. That's gonna go about right here. And then I also got this power bubbles, which is a 12-volt air pump. I will probably be installing that too inside a cooler. And the cooler will just sit somewhere in the floor. But man, I'm so stoked right now. This thing looks sick. Let's go ahead and turn these off. I'll go ahead and kill this battery. That way his battery doesn't die. We need enough battery to last us 2 days on the water. All right, so there was all of the wiring done on the JON boat. Like I said, I still need to install the fish finder and a few more things, but that should be pretty simple. But I have a camping trip to go on like right now, so I need to go get ready for that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.